What's up, Spikes? We're back in the studio again for another day of cEDH. My name's Alex, and today I'm going to be playing Aurelia, the war leader, Better Helms and Gardens, submitted to the Decklist database by Scoots. I'm going to be playing Aurelia, trying to get her out, trying to put a hat on her, and then having infinite combat steps, while also being a little bit stack scene disruptive and all those kind of cool things.
What's up, Spikes? Jerry here. Tishana, Voice of Thunder, coming back at you. Tishy Fishy, as I like to call her in bed.
He thought he was so funny he couldn't make it through the sentence. That's crazy.
Are you dying?
He's got elves, and he's gonna try to draw a bunch of cards. Jim, you're up.
Yeah, it's the whole elf ball with counter spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing Minsc.
I don't know.
Minsc.
This is a hamster tribal deck, except it's not. This is a Protean Hulk deck. It uses Minsc's activated ability to sacrifice things. So it's kind of cool. It kind of works like a mirror entity in the command zone.
Very neat. And I am Elliot. I'm coming at you with Grenzo Dungeon Warden. This one's for Minsc from our Discord. If I do not win today, he will make fun of me again. So
like us too, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's Doomsday Grenzo, by the way. Basically, yeah, I've been playing this deck for a long time and got some not new at this point toys, but new to me. So, you know.
Yeah, like a fresh toy.
Yeah, exactly. So let's give the deck a whirl.
Alrighty, let's get into it. Gonna draw a card for turn. I'll drop a Plateau as my land for turn. I'll cast a Mox Diamond, and as long as that resolves, I'll pitch this here Sacred Foundry. And I'll tap 1, 2 for a Dampening Sphere. That's a turn.
That's horrendous for me.
That's good. Good against Jer.
Yeah, pretty good.
Draw a card. Play this Tropical Island, tap it for a green, and play this Adventurous Impulse.
Storm count is 1.
So I'm going to look at the top 3 cards in my library, reveal a creature, land cards, and put it in my baby.
I'm excited for the better.
Jeez. Well, I have one option.
I love that card.
Oh, it's any owner. I didn't have to shuffle. I should have stacked my deck. I'm going to stack my deck.
Big fan of Zero the Menagerie.
I've stacked my deck.
It's a really good card.
Zero the Menagerie.
Go ahead.
I will draw. I'm going to play this Scalding Tarn, and I will crack it, going to 39. Get this Taiga, tap it, and cast a Wild Growth.
Hey!
Whoa, that's kind of like the turn you had that other time.
My Tropical Island?
I'm not. Pass the turn.
I knew he was going to ask again. As well. Draw for my turn. I'd like to introduce you all to my good friend, Pete. Peter Bog.
Pete R. Bog.
Pete R. Bog. He enters the battlefield with 2 depletion counters on him. That's with the emoji B, just in case anybody got confused. Pass the turn.
Should get Jan to 3D print you some bees.
No.
Oh, that'd be nice. I could use those.
You could use those for stuff like that.
Only for depletion counters.
Yeah.
Not stuff like that. That.
Oh, yeah, sure. This is an Inventor's Fair. Don't.
You know, that card seems unfair.
Under the sea.
By you.
I barely know her. Anyway, this is an Umezawa's Jite.
Wow. Also like last game. We're just running it back.
Pass turn.
It's much less bad for me this time than it was last time. So.
Hey, Elliot.
What's up, pal?
I love you.
Wow, that was nice. That
I'm
was
going to
nice.
play this Heritage Druid, and then I'm going to play this Wasteland. And pass the turn.
Jay's going to wasteland my Wild Growth.
I think he's going to wasteland my good friend Peter Bog, which is probably why he said that. But
He's so young.
It's impossible to tell.
I feel like it's possible.
No, it's not.
I'll play this Mana Confluence.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tap for red, green, white. Take 1.
Sure.
38.
And cast my beloved Ranger, Minsc. ETB. Megaboo. Megaboo. And I'll pass the turn.
What?
Oh, I'm going to attack.
And that's haste.
That's twice now he's passed.
Thanks for reminding me, Elliot.
It is haste. Oh. I regret everything.
Do you understand now the wages of your sin?
Do you have any effects in Jim's end step?
I really want to, but also I really need this mana.
Perfect. Loving it. Draw for my turn.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, as they say.
Play a Badlands.
Mhm.
Take a look. Take a look around the table. Oh, Reading Rainbow. Nice.
Yeah.
That's the reference for today.
Yep.
Oh, I do love Reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Hell yeah.
Great dude. Seems nice.
I'm going to remove a depletion counter from this peat bog.
Should have wastelanded.
Shoulda. I'm going to make 2 black manias and a red mania. So I will have 1 black floating. I'm going to cast a Dockside Extortionist.
1.
I believe it is 1 plus 3.
Yep, 4 total.
I will make 4 treasures. And then so my next thing would cost 2, correct? Because of the damping sphere?
It
One
adds
One
extra.
more. Second one costs 1 more.
You add.
It's like
Yes.
storm count.
Okay,
right?
yes.
Adds
I'm saying 2 because the spell that I want to cast originally costs 1
Well,
black
well,
mana.
we don't know that.
I know, but I did, and so you should have.
We should have
inferred-
derived the information from
Yes.
the hidden information that you hadn't shared with us.
I'm going to cast an Imperial Seal.
Sure.
Sure.
Any effects around the table?
Nope.
Counts 2.
I'm going to put this card on top of my library and lose 2 life.
Okay.
And then I need to keep this Dockside Extortionist to hopefully block Boo, apparently. So I'm going to pass the turn.
Alrighty. And at the beginning of my upkeep, I'll gain a life because I control 1, 2, 3 artifacts.
Wow.
41.
Alex on the throne.
Yep. Listen, it's important because I'm definitely 100%.
We probably don't have 41 loaded into the life totals. I don't
Yeah,
think
don't
people
do
go up very
Yeah,
often.
it doesn't happen.
Really? Wow. Weird. Anyway, this is an Urza saga.
This is an Urza saga.
Did it
Is
happen?
that like a Fight Club reference?
Yes, it did.
This is a chemical burn.
I did a sweet reference and nobody listened.
Anyway, this is Grenzo Havoc Razor.
Ooh.
Hey, me, kind of.
Huh.
In a past life.
I'm going to tap 2 and go ahead and equip Umezawa's Jite to Grenzo
Ooh,
Havoc
that's
Razor.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Last turn.
At least it doesn't have haste, like
True.
Boo.
And
True.
Draw.
Like boo.
Boo all of you.
I agree with Jerry.
Nice.
A forest. Sylvan Caryatid pass.
Okay.
Sylvian.
Draw card.
Yeah, right there, Elliot. Nope.
I'll play the Spire Garden untapped.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pattern of Rebirth.
Oh no. Well. Huh. Wait, so my thing costs 1 extra because he played a thing?
Each spell a player casts.
Yeah, it's only yours.
Okay. But that does mean that if I try to do something, the next thing costs 1 more.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I think that means I have no response.
Okay. Pattern?
I don't got a response.
Pattern.
I got nothing.
You got it.
Okay. I'll like to activate Minsc targeting Boo. X equals 0.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get Protein Hulk.
Oh.
And I would like to activate Minsc targeting Protein Hulk. X equals 0.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get Grand Abolisher and Mist Moon Griffin. Sorry, not Mist Hollow Griffin. Not a
Cast
not a
that
blue
baby
deck.
from exile.
Yeah. Activate Minsc, X equals 0, targeting the Mist Moon Griffin. Will bring back the Protein Hulk. It's going to be here for just a real quick sojourn on the battlefield. We're going to activate Minsc, X equals 0, pop the Protein Hulk. Off of that one, I'm going to get a Felidar Guardian and a Dockside Extortionist. Dockside Extortionist count is currently 6. Both of these abilities are going to go on the stack such that Dockside resolves first.
So you get 12.
Yes. Would anybody like to respond?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should sack these treasures, but I don't think it changes the math, right? You would
No,
still
it doesn't.
get
I would get
1, 2, 3.
I would get 6 total instead of 12 total, and that's still enough to cast the Karmic Guide in my hand.
Yeah, I have no responses.
Yeah. So Dockside comes in, makes 3 treasures. Felidar blinks it. I make 3 more. Cast the Karmic Guide, 1 treasure left. Bring back the Protein
Well,
Hulk.
the treasure would pay for the dampening sphere.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Cast the bring back the Protein Hulk. We sack the Protein Hulk. And off the last Protein Hulk trigger, I'm going to get Kiki Jiki and Benevolent Bodyguard, using Kiki to copy the Felidar Guardian in a loop making 120 million Felidar Guardians.
Oh,
More than last time.
I will attack you, each of you, with 80 and leave many back.
So many. You made the math harder for yourself.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
That's a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Jeej.
the damping sphere, so I had a plunge into darkness that I guess I could have responded to the pattern cast with, but I would have had to pay God knows how much life to try to find specifically Slaughter Pact because of the damping sphere. I would have had one treasure left after casting the plunge, so I could not cast anything that was not free already.
Yeah, so you'd have to get specifically the Slaughter Pact.
Slaughter Pact. And
Or if you ran it,
Deadly Relic.
Relic,
Yes.
which notably exiles. Which is
how did Deadly Relic help?
Oh, we didn't have his commander out.
I don't have my commander.
Never mind.
True.
Deadly Relic, real good though.
Yep. But yeah, I just didn't think that was like a reasonable line because
I had the Doomsday.
I Imperial Sealed for the
yeah.
Doomsday, and if I was in theory then plunging for something to stop this, then the Doomsday is exiled along with all of the other cards that I don't pick. And then I have to pay for the Slaughter Pact, and yeah, just I was pretty dead, I think.
Yeah,
and then yeah,
I really like this deck.
It's I was very excited to play it, and I think it's cooler than I expected it to be, actually, which is kind of cool because I was pretty excited about it going in. Yeah, like not often that you see Naya decks at these tables, which is kind of cool, especially Naya non-partner decks.
Right.
Yeah, it's not often that you see non-partner red, green, white decks. Yeah, which is kind of cool, especially because it's not a card advantage engine in the command zone. It's not like it's kind of an unusual cEDH commander, actually. Yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting in the fact that it plays the exact opposite of what Tishana plays, right? Like, that is your win con, basically. Yes. Like, your win con is in your command zone, whereas mine is card advantage. Like, mine is just card advantage in the command zone.
Yeah, just scoop up as much of your deck as you can. And
exactly.
And then go.
Yeah, I think what I'm learning about Aurelia is I need to keep harder stacks pieces in my opening hands. Just having one thing that shuts down one type of strategy doesn't seem like it's enough.
You need like a Rule of Law probably in your opener, or the Deafening Silence or whatever, or even like a Grafdigger's Cage or something like that, or Hushbringer, maybe. I don't know. Hushbringer's a good one.
Maybe Hushbringer. The problem with Hushbringer is you'd have to have the acceleration to go along with it.
True. Yeah, you're not landing it on turn 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a quick one. That was turn 2. Turn 3. Turn 3. Turn 3.
Turn 3 again.
Yeah.
Turn 3 again. So yeah, I think I might keep this one sleeved up for a little while and play it for a little bit because it seems pretty cool. I also am waiting to show Bill this list because Bill doesn't play a lot of Magic anymore, but this is exactly his type of deck.
This is like it's got his name not just written all over it. It's like plastered in.
It's like if you listed off Bill's 20 favorite cards, they're all in this deck.
They're like most of them are on the table right now.
Yeah. So
anyway, folks, if you want to catch these games early, uncut, and in their entirety, you can pledge for just $1 at the Patreon link below. Also, if you see any cards in this episode that you want to buy yourselves, just click that TCG Player affiliate link that helps support the show as well. In the meantime, you can check out all the deck lists for this game and almost all of our other games on Moxfield. Just click the link down there and you'll see all those deck lists. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Huge shout out at the end here to each and every one of our patrons. You see a bunch of names here? These are our biggest patrons. If you'd like to get your name on the end of episodes, you can join the patron too in the link below. As little as $1 a month will get you access to our Discord and all the other fringe benefits.
hey, thank you for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you close the window. Or you can click on this link to check out our other great videos.